used to know someone back in the days. If he was hungry, he literally behaves like Shango. He turns violent. Nobody can hold him when he is angry. His body literally feels like he's just had his bath with a gallon of oil. It oftentimes feels like it was a catfish. The more you try to hold him, the more it slips off your grip.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for always stopping by. If this is your first time coming across or seeing me on your screen, I am Titilayomi. Thank you for joining. Kindly subscribe, like, and click on the notification bell to always know what's happening on this channel. Today we are going to be discussing and dissecting red flags you should never ignore in a relationship. This information is based on observation, research, and experience. So let's dive right into it. Red flags are said to be toxic human behavior. They are traits of behavior that can be harmful or hurtful to people around us. Red flag cuts across all forms of relationship, be it courtship, friendship, and so on. But today we are going to be focusing more on romantic relationship, or should I say courtship. Before you say I do, or before you invest your time, your emotions, your money, make sure you watch out for these red flags I'm going to be listing out in this video. As a licensed driver, whenever you are driving and the traffic light turns red, you need no one to tell you to stop because the light already indicated that. So you have to stop till it tells you to do otherwise in order to avoid risking your own life. The same applies to red flags in relationship. Red flags are signals or signs of the danger ahead. It is most time a sign for us to stop or quit. Nevertheless, some of us ignore this warning signs to our peril. We ignore these alarming traits which end up hurting us. That's one of the reasons we have a lot of damaged people everywhere. A lot of people who have lost their sanity, a lot of people that have lost their life, all in the name of relationship or even marriage. Nothing is worth losing your sanity on. A lot of people walking about with several emotional baggages everywhere. Some people even lost their life due to these red flags. So it is important to identify red flags if possible at the talking stage, but if not, be at alert during the relationship.
He'll tell you this: no human is perfect. Of course, that's what makes us human, but toxicity should not be overlooked or ignored. Nobody was created to be toxic. Toxic behavior are sometimes as a result of trauma, family background, past hurts, and so on. And if it is not properly dealt with, it has the capacity to cause severe hurt or injury to people around us. There are some people who inherit certain traits from their parents. I have met several people who replicate same traits as their parents. I know of a guy who grew up seeing his father eat his mom. He vowed never to do that to any woman, but when he was of age, replicated it over and over again. This is to tell you that red flags are not natural. Also, understand that you saying that you will never do something doesn't guarantee that you will not do that thing. It has to be properly dealt with. Some red flags are not only serious, but also very dangerous. It is important to first understand what's going on before you can see it as dangerous. The truth is that some people don't even know that what they are experiencing in their relationship is a red flag. So in this video, I just want to call your attention to the red flags you have always believed to be normal traits. Number 1, uncontrolled anger and rage. This red flag is seriously dangerous. It has in many occasions led to domestic violence, loss of life, loss of valuables, severe injuries, and so on. Getting angry is okay, but inability to control your actions when you are angry is bad. Anger that is out of control is a serious problem, and it can make things unsafe and unhealthy. Your partner frequently loses their temper over minor issues. Before you know it, he or she starts to yell, even break things. You're in your partner's car, and because of little disagreements between you two, he suddenly pulls over and asks you to get out of his car. That is serious danger right there. I used to know someone back in the days. If he was hungry, he literally behaves like Shango. He turns violent. He yells a lot. The funniest thing is that nobody can hold him when he is angry. His body literally feels like he's just had his bath with a gallon of oil. It oftentimes feels like it was a catfish. The more you try to hold him, the more it slips off your grip. That is serious rage right there, which is really unhealthy and unsafe. This kind of aggressive anger can expose you to various kinds of danger. And this leads me to my second point, which is traits of abuse. When we talk about abuse, there are various types of abuse. It could be physical abuse, which include eating, slapping, kicking, and any form of violence, leaving visible injury. It could be verbal abuse, which includes constantly talking your partner down and constantly making them feel less of themselves by insulting and calling of names. It could also be emotional psychological abuse, which includes continuous manipulation. Some people are so good at guilt-tripping their partner to do what isn't convenient for them. Undermining your partner's confidence is an abuse. If you deliberately reduce your partner's self-esteem with the words of your mouth and your action, you are abusing them. Always using harsh critics on your partner. All of these attitudes are abusive. I know some of you want to defend yourself by saying, I am a blunt person. I say it as it is. I am not saying that you should not say it as it is. But learn to be kind with your words. Don't use your words to torment your partner. Don't use your words to bring them down emotionally. Number 3, overprotectiveness. He or she is overly protective to the extent of cutting you off important relationship. If your partner is always looking for ways to discourage you from spending quality time with friends and family, he or she is constantly trying to isolate you from a relationship that matters. They literally tag every other person as bad. She's not good for you, she's wayward, and so on. Now, don't misquote me. Healthy relationship often comes with a degree of protectiveness. Looking out for each other's well-being is a good one. However, there is a thin line between genuine concern and overprotectiveness in this regard. Here's what you should know about this gesture. Your partner sometimes might get so used to it to the extent that they completely detach you from everyone that cares about you and your well-being. And here is the not so good part. You're prone to extreme abuse such as emotional abuse, verbal abuse, and even domestic violence. He will beat you at will since he knows that you can no longer access friends or even family. He knows that you would not be able to talk about what you're going through with anyone else. So this is a red flag for you to watch out for. Number 4, narcissistic behavior. Individuals who are considered a narcissist are people who consider themselves superior over others. They have a sense of feeling overly important. They believe they are special and unique than everyone else and expect to be treated as such. Some of this narcissistic behavior also include sense of entitlement, always expecting to be treated specially. They lack empathy. All they know is themselves. They find it hard to recognize the feeling and needs of others. They portray highest level of selfishness. Individuals with these traits or behaviors also feel entitled to their partner's money or even properties. These people will even make you feel like no one is better than them. They will pronounce it often. You will hear them say something like, if I leave you, you can never find someone like me, or you can never find anybody who will treat you better than I do. They want you to take all the blame. Even when they are clearly wrong, everyone can see it and tell that they are the problem. But they want you to take all the blames for their action. Number 5, which happens to be the last for this video, insecurity. In the words of Sean Stevenson, he said, insecure people do stupid stuff. What this simply connotes is that when people are insecure, they exhibit several toxic traits. It often leads to harmful behavior to the other party involved. This behavior can include frequent and extreme jealousy, inability to trust, and also controlling tendencies. If a man is insecure, he will feel threatened by everyone around. He will question every call you make. He will become excessively jealous when you spend time with friends or even colleagues, fearing that he might be dumped, replaced, or abandoned. He can even say that those friends that you went out with stylishly took you out to give you to another man. Insecurity has the tendencies of graduating to him becoming controlling and even monitoring your every movement. It will start checking your messages and also start questioning your interaction with other people. This can be so emotionally draining and also has a negative impact on the well-being of the individual involved. I have heard of several stories where a guy threatened to kill his partner and himself if she dare leaves him, and vice versa. Some ladies too will come up with, I will kill you if you leave me. Please don't underestimate red flags. It is to your peril. Quit if you need to, cut ties if you need to, and if you are the one who exhibits any of these traits or red flag, seek help. Go for therapy in order to start healing. One thing about red flag is that it can even be draining to the person who exhibits these traits. So please seek help. So this is where I will stop this video. Thank you for watching. If you find this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more valuable insight. Also, don't forget to join me in my next video so that we can continue with the part 2 of this video. Thank you for watching.